everyone, this is Seema Jalgar, your social science teacher, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be learning about the permanent pressure belts that exist on the Earth's surface. The Earth is divided into 4 major pressure belts. The Equatorial Region is known as the Equatorial Low Pressure Belt because it receives a high amount of heat from the sun. That is why the air molecules get heated up and move towards the upper layers of the atmosphere, which creates a low pressure area, and that is why it is known as the Equatorial Low Pressure Belt. This area is also known as doldrum because of no wind movement in this area. It was known as doldrum in the medieval period by the sailors as the ships used to get stuck in this region because of no movement of air. That is, there was no wind which helped in the ships to move forward. So their ships used to get stuck, and that is why they call this area doldrums. The subtropical high pressure belt experiences lower temperatures compared to the equatorial region, and that is why it experiences high pressure. The subpolar low pressure belt is comparatively warmer to the polar regions, and that is why it is called as subpolar low pressure belt. Depending on the pressure, the movement of wind is also induced. The movement of wind is also influenced by the Coriolis effect. The Earth is in constant motion, that is in rotation, which also arises to Coriolis effect. You have learnt about the Coriolis effect earlier. The winds which originate in the northern hemisphere always turn towards their right, and the winds that originate in the southern hemisphere always deviate towards their left. This is a fact. Let us learn about planetary winds. Planetary winds are permanent winds. They blow in a particular direction all throughout the year, and they blow in particular latitudinal belts, and that is why they are known as planetary or permanent winds. There are different kinds of planetary winds. The names of planetary winds are trade winds, westerlies, and polar easterlies. So we'll be learning about the trade winds. The trade winds, as the name indicates, helped in the movement of ships in the subtropical regions. The westerlies are also known as shrieking 60s, furious 50s, and roaring 40s. That is because of the latitude in which they exist, and the ferociousness of these winds have also given them these names. We'll also learn about the other winds called the easterlies. The easterlies are called as easterlies because they always originate from the eastern side. I hope you have understood about the planetary winds and the pressure belts. This is extremely important for your learning of the next concepts. So I hope you have understood this. Until next time, please take care.